Hello ladies and welcome to Cash Collection and Reporting video tutorial. My name is Bridget Lessardiel and I am your director and CEO of Women Talk. So we have a new system. As you know, we have been growing like crazy, and we now have to learn to be able to operate without me actually going on location. One of the issues we were having is the cash collection at the door. How can we keep track of everything? How can we keep track of the ticket sales? So there's a whole bunch of moving parts here that we are slowly fixing. So without any delay, let's go over the new form that we're going to use. Let me go to your Google Drive. So the form will be kept on your Google Drive in your Google folder. Right now I am in the Edmonton Google folder. And what you want to do is you want to go to the actual year that we are in, so 2018. And in here, in 2018, you will have another folder that's called MC Documents. And in there, you will have your MC Documents and your PowerPoint presentation. I've just done another tutorial video on how to personalize your PowerPoint presentation. So right now, we're going to go back and we're going to talk about cash reporting. One of the files that I've created, one of the documents, sorry, that I created, will be to report any sales that you have at the door. And here is the document. It's an Excel spreadsheet or a Google Sheet that we call, because we do everything on Google Drive. What I need from you is I need you to report all of the activities at the door that your greeter will be writing down. So for your greeter, some of you have designed your own sheets, and I'm okay with that. You can use whatever you want. I know that from having done this now for many years, trying to use an iPad or a computer to type this information just does not seem to work. So handwriting it at the door is really the fastest way to do it. So you can use this sheet right here so that you gather all the information. It is a little bit small, so you may want to design another one that will have more room, or you can use this one. How you print the sheet is you're going to come over here, if you watch my little cursor, and you're going to press on print, and from there it will take you to printing. Now sometimes you may have to adjust to make sure that it is set to fit page so that the whole page fits on one document. You also have stuff like formatting. You can show the grid lines and all that, but we don't want any of that. You want none of this selected. Once you've done this, you're going to go to next, and then that's when it will give you the option of printing your document. And you're going to see here, it's just going to appear. It will actually show you what it looks like, what it will look like once you have it printed. Just waiting a little bit here, and here it is. So then you would just click on print right here, and it would print your document. Now I need all of these lines to be filled out. It's become very, very hard for me to keep track of all the sales because I've been getting pieces of paper, text, email, Facebook message. It is all over the place, and I am getting very confused. So everyone, you go to your own cash and credit card payment reporting spreadsheet and fill out the information and fill out every square. I'll also show you a couple of little tricks here so that it goes faster. The first thing you want to do, of course, is fill out the date and then the city. Now, if you are filling out just for one night, and let's say you have 5 or 6, to speed it up, if you highlight both square, holding on the left click on your mouse, so the left click, you hold it and move your mouse and highlight both squares, and then you go back to this little square, blue square here, and then right click on it, and then holding the right click, drag it down, and it's going to print all the information. Oh, see, it lied. It actually changed the date. So for this one, what you want to do is you want to do a copy, and then you're going to highlight all of the days, and then you're going to right click and you're going to click paste, and then it enters all your dates. So you can actually do this with both of these. Just copy and paste. So this way you don't have to fill it all out one at a time. Now this one here, pretty obvious. You're going to put the name of the person that has made a payment. The email address, if it's somebody that's been coming to Women Talk, we don't need their email address. We already have it on our system. If it's somebody brand new that's paying at the door, has never bought a ticket online, then it would be extremely nice to have their email so we can add them to our database, because really that is how we have grown Women Talk. And then we have our payment option. These three here are for tickets. So we have $25, that's for when somebody's paying at the door. $20, now usually, typically $20 has already been paid online, but sometimes, you know, there's been issues, people can't pay, but they've registered, and so, you know what, somebody shows up at the door and has had an issue, fine, you can pay $20. If they do it at every event, then you need to say, I'm sorry, but you have to pay online if you want the $20. The reason for this, again, is that as we grow and we start selling out our location, we want to make sure that the tickets that are showing that have been spoken for are actually paid for. Because what has happened in the past is that we were sold out, so we stopped selling tickets. People had reserved the tickets, not paid online, and were planning to pay at the door, but then they just don't show up. So we want to prevent that, and that's why it is cheaper if you pay online, and it is non-refundable. Again, non-refundable as in we are flexible. Some happens, you know, we want people to be happy and come back to Women Talk. We just don't want them taking advantage of us. And then the next one is the $17, which is for our pre-sale. We now have our tickets for pre-sales. So when people buy these tickets at the event, that would be for the following month, the following event. We offer these tickets at the end of the night. They pay $17. So instead of $25 at the door, 20 online, they pay $17. And then they go and register themselves online for the following month. Now on here, there is the code when they register themselves, prepaid 18. So they enter that code and then it registers them and it will show that no money is owed, that it's already been prepaid. What I want you to do then is to write the ticket number. So on your ticket here, there's a number. So that number goes right here, ticket number. And then if anybody buys a book, it's $20. And then I've also left a blank space here that you can just enter whatever amount you want. Now, the one thing I want to show you is I've simplified things for you a little bit, is that I've made it so that it calculates itself. And you're going to see here, as I delete the cells, it went back down to 0. So somebody had showed up at the door and bought one $25 ticket at the door, then they bought a ticket, a $17 ticket, and there you go. It calculates it for you. So you only enter the number. Now, if somebody bought 3 tickets at the door, then it comes to $75. So here's a $75 showing. So you just have to enter how many of each they have bought. And then over here in the green space, you're going to tell me how they paid for this ticket. Was it cash or was it credit card? Now, we will have a tutorial that will follow up, and I'm going to teach you how to use Square for Women Talk. But for today's purposes, we're just going to leave it be. Now, the next thing I need you to do is this ticket number here, and actually this is still got a line across. So when you enter this ticket, let me just go back here. It's being, there we go. That's what I need to do. So here's my ticket number. Now, this lady had bought her ticket last month because this sheet is going to stay on your Google Drive. When she comes back next month and uses her ticket, what I'd like you to do is come over here where the ticket number that was brought back at the door, highlight it, and then put a line across. And this one here, this little icon, that puts a line across. And then we know that the ticket has been used. When you sell the ticket, what I also want you to do is this little stub here, the short part, you keep for yourself so that you can keep track of things. You could write their last name on the back of the ticket on the portion that you're keeping, and then you give them the long portion. When they come to the next Women Talk, they bring that long portion, but they've also registered themselves online. So we have a few ways of checking, making sure that people are not abusing the system, that they actually are using their tickets. So when they buy their tickets, tell them they have to bring the ticket to get in next month. And then you use this to then go on your spreadsheet and put the line across the number of the ticket that was brought back. And then you can toss both parts right out. So that about does it for me. Like I said, the Square training is coming soon. And the other thing now that you have to do as a director is you have to send the money. Now, I'm also going to show you a little trick if you want to add this up here quickly. So let's say we had, 4 or 5 people that paid at the door. So what you do here is you highlight this part right here, and then you click on this little function button, and then you click on sum. And then you come back, put your mouse holding the right button and go all the way up and add all of the numbers that you've entered on here and push enter. And that will actually add up any amount that you put on here. So you see it makes it really nice and easy to count. And you can do the same, obviously, with the credit card portion. And then leave a blank line in between each event, and then go on to the next one. And that's all I have for you today. Now, of course, as you fill out the sheet and you get more and more sheet filled out, so you can copy and then come over here and paste. And copy blank one, obviously, and then it just will keep on going and going. So that is your tutorial for cash payment at the door. My name is Bridget Lissardiel, and I am your founder and CEO of Women Talk. Thank you for everything you do.